This week on Dave's Got Too Many Bikes, we go from the burnt old red and white bike to this beautiful bare frame. Right, let's go and get all the parts that have been blasted and painted and lay them out, and then we should be able to start assembling them.
Right. No, you hate me.
No. Right.
It's not what you said off camera.
Okay, folks. So what's happening is we've taken all the powder coated. We started unwrapping them and comparing them to the correct colour silver, and they don't match. So we're having to strip off the powder coat, and we shall repaint. So the experiment at the beginning of Bike 2 was, does it speed up the project if you take everything away for blasting and powder coating and meanwhile strip the in, rebuild the engine? I think that's how the process was going, or intended to go. I think the black has come out good.
The black's come out really good.
The wheels are a different colour, not necessarily the colour that we were hoping for, but the finish is very, very good. The frame, because we did the weld repair, or we got the weld repair done, we blasted and painted the frame last weekend, and what it looks like now is all of the silver components are all going to need to be blasted and repainted. So we'll get that done this weekend. Still, hopefully, have some kind of rolling chassis at the end, but it just may be a bit of a long weekend. It won't be a 5-hour weekend, that's for sure.
No, but I think it's the right thing to do.
But I mean, it's not a terrible colour.
No, but it is very, when you hold
When
that,
you put it next to the frame,
when you hold that next to that,
kind of looks more like a grey than a silver, doesn't it?
yeah, it's very hard to, in this angle you can kind of see it. Some angles you don't see it so much, but it is a very different. Yeah, you've got one shiny metallic-y, and this looks very grey. So, yeah.
There we go. All right, well, if it ain't right, it ain't right.
No.
So. All right, so it's now Sunday morning. So we did a couple of hours on Friday, did about 5 hours yesterday, which we lost because of all of the powder coating. Really wish I hadn't gone down that road. People did warn me, and yeah, you live and learn. All right, I wouldn't be doing it again. Okay, so today we want to get this into a rolling frame, possibly with the engine in it. That'd be nice. The engine's over there. It's been fully rebuilt, ready to go. But before we can mount it, we need to build this into some sort of rolling chassis. So there's a rear swing arm there, rear subframe. Forks have been rebuilt and repainted. Brand new shock absorber. They're about like $800-900 worth for the rear shock. Right, and then all the components that were powder coated that have now been repainted in lovely gloss silver. And yeah, look, you know, pretty nice, even if I say so myself. The more times that I do the painting, the more comfortable I get with it. You know, I'm just a do-it-yourselfer, guys. I'm not a professionally trained painter. Definitely not what I do for a living. Yeah, so practice, as they say, makes perfect. Not perfect yet, so maybe I need more practice. Anyway, right, what we'll do, I'll just talk to the key stages. So, for example, I'm going to start with the headstock. And we'll just take a couple of snippets of that. And if there's anything interesting about that, I might mention it. But otherwise, it'll be, oh, we're going to do the headstock. Oh, we're going to do the rear swing arm. And these are the key steps. That's it. All right?
Cool.
All right. I was just saying to Tracy, this is one of those things where I should have done it before and after. Because what started off as a pretty manky looking old nut has come up really quite nice. You can get replacements of these from Yambits, brand new. But
a manky old knot.
Oh God!
They come in this size from Yambits.
A 6 foot manky old nut that you married, fucking dumbass.
I'm funny.
So I'll go to the parts diagram in a second or two and explain what's going on, but some of these things just need a damn good clean, so I'm just going through doing that. This has seen better days. I'll see if I can hammer that back into shape. It sounds worse than it is, but trust me, it'll be all right. In fact, let's do a before and after. See if I can turn this. I don't know what happened to that. I did not do that. Right.
This is where you have a new one that you pull out of the packet and go, ta-da!
Cheating. Yeah, no. Look, I do have new components. This is the headstock bearings and bits and pieces that go in there.
One of them in.
Hey?
But there isn't one of them in.
There isn't one of these, no. So I'm just going to put it in a vise and see if I can smack it into shape.
Me use
Gently, but yeah.
Oh. The son's got his arm in the way.
I'm just using the biggest socket I've got because it makes a round edge. I need to get that flat piece out. Hello?
You get it?
It's getting there.
We'll come back when you're on.
Yeah. It's like powder coating residue. We'll get it all out. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. Right, you ready?
I am recording
You don't have to look at me. Look at this. Right. Okay, so here's the theory. All right, this bearing race sits in here, and there'll be another one that sits in here. Now I can either tap them in, which is what I would normally do, or we can go for the shrink to fit.
Right.
So we stick it in your freezer.
Right, okay. Oh, you do you?
Yeah, and it makes it smaller, and then we slide it in, and it warms up and expands.
What else does that work on?
Hey?
What was that?
I'm just trying this seal for size at the minute. Okay, that sits on there nice and baggy actually. Okay, and then this is going to fit over the stem. I might have to just polish up that paint. Right, okay, so it only gets fat down at the base there. Right, you notice that it's that's going to stop at the minute. So I just need you to pop that into your oven, darling, and heat it up. Gas mark 5.
Fuck off.
Sorry, don't.
Dave's learning to read part 2.
Cheeky fucker. All right, so here's the book. So you got the grease symbol LS. So that's a lithium-based grease for your bearings. So we've just been using the lithium one there. I've pre-charged the bearing, which is sitting in a cup in boiling water to expand it. I've cleaned and polished the surface in here. I've put some more lithium grease, and the seal that goes at the base of that bearing is there ready to go. So hopefully, he says without burning his fingers. Right, which way up does the bearing go, by the way? Because you don't want to put it on the wrong way around. Okay, that's that. Yeah, so we're just up home against the seal. The seal's as far down as it goes, and this is up against that. And then as we tighten this up into the female receiver, the race that sits in here, that'll self-centralize. There's a tightening process. It tells you in here, you tighten it all the way up to 50 Newton meters, and then you loosen it completely and retighten it to 3 Newton meters.
Right. Cool.
Right.
There you go.
I'm just forcing some extra grease into this upper bearing.
Go.
All right. So both bearing races been in the freezer, popped them in with a copper face. There is a proper tool for that, but I've got to bring it up from Adams yesterday. But no damage done to the races. Good. Okay, lower bearing, pre-greased with lithium, heated with some boiling water. Slide that in there. Same with this one as in terms of pre-greasing. And she goes like that. Just pre-charging this little seal plate that goes over the top of the upper bearing. There's one of these exactly the same. It's on the lower base. I've done the same thing. It's just basically filled it with grease. Very good. All right, so that's going to go there like that.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yes, please. So, and then that's going over the top of that. Oops. Like that. And then one of these. And we'll tighten it up as tight as it goes. Then we'll back it off and then retighten it to 3 Newton meters.
Or what feels okay.
Yeah. So cut to scene where it's been technically torqued exactly 3 Newton meters. All right, 50 Newton meters. Click, click. And then back it off. Okay, and then we're going to find 3
Seal. And another thing.
Another one of these, yeah.
Nice.
Out there like that. And a freshly polished nut. I feel like there should be a washer there, but it's not showing one on the drawing.
No?
No. That is going to go to 110 Newton meters though.
Right.
That nut. See, there's no washer shown on there.
This is riveting stuff.
What?
Oh, I don't know. I'm bored.
How are you bored? That makes no sense to me. This is, as you just said, it's riveting stuff. How far do they protrude? Just remind myself. Yeah, 35 mil. I was going to say 35 mil.
You were.
You don't believe me? Yeah, I was just having a thought, and I thought
That hurt.
it hurt, but I want to mention it anyway, even though it hurt. The the lesson learnt about taking this stuff outside of doing it yourself and taking it to somebody to powder coat it. When I'm painting this stuff myself, blasting and painting, I leave all the bolts in the holes, and that way I don't have to do all this kind of palaver when I'm finished. I don't have to retap all the, in this case, massively overly thick powder coating out of the holes. Just, yeah, lesson learned. I'm never doing that again. What a waste. All right, sorry, that was it.
Cool. Lesson learned.
Even Gav said when I picked up the frame, he says, don't forget to fit that rubber thing onto the swing arm before you fit the swing arm. Well, yeah, we shall do just that.
Mr. Knobhead, that's what it says. Look at my butt. You know I was filming you, right? Okay, you just edit it all out anyway.
So again, another thing that's a byproduct of outsourcing the powder coating, which we've now had to redo, is every little fastener that I normally would have cleaned already. I'm now going through and just having to clean as I'm using. Cleaning paint, so they're all going in the blasting cabinet. Oops. In the blasting cabinet, get painted, then dropped on the floor. Right, so swing arms fitted. That took a lot longer than it would do normally, mainly because, again, powder coating in both holes where the main axle bolt goes through, and also through the secondary little pivot pin that holds that linkage together. Anyway, next thing, I think we'll be doing maybe the front wheel, the rear wheel, maybe this shock absorber. Yeah, I think probably we'll pop the rear and front wheels in and then get it on the center stand. Yeah, how's that?
Cool.
All right.
You looking good?
Yeah, it's getting there. Oh, yeah, a little bit more height.
Yeah, it's still catching through there. With all my help.
Hey?
No, you've got my help. Say when. So it works after I dropped it.
Yeah, that's the way. Nice. That was a fun packed weekend, wasn't it, darling?
It was riveting.
15 hours of non-stop motorcycle fun. Oh dear, I should take some of the dust off of the engine. It's actually quite clean and shiny, believe it or not. Anyway, right, where are we? We have next weekend. Next weekend is Christmas, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But then I'm off for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll get a few more hours
Oh,
into this.
maybe we will we?
Yeah.
We are not spending all our Christmas leave doing this, but you may get a few hours in.
Look, it was supposed to be finished before the end of the year. So there's days few and counting, isn't there? In terms of actual work done to the bike, we were on 64. We're now on 79 hours. And the first bike, which was the learning bike, we spent 280 hours doing that. And we pulled it apart and rebuilt it multiple times. So we're well ahead of the curve at this stage. So 79 hours. I reckon, yeah, maybe another 30 hours? If we can do this in 110 hours, that'd be something amazing, wouldn't it?
I suppose, yeah. I mean, you'd like to think that's a lot of the big stuff that you've got
hopefully the video wasn't too long, too boring. I say keep trying to cut all the stuff that you've seen before. Not trying to build a how to rebuild an RZ video. That was the first bike. That's why they were all titled, do this job, whatever. This is just an ongoing diary. So if you like it, if you're enjoying it, please share. Give me some feedback. Feel free to put something in the comments, even if it's negative. It doesn't really bother me too much. I do try to take it on board. We'll be doing the tank, which is sitting up there. We'll be we'll be painting that tank in the next couple of episodes at some point. And all the bits that John pointed out about the filler neck and various other aspects I will be doing. I'll be sticking to the same paint system though, the 2-pack primer, the base coat, and then the 2-pack lacquer. That 2-pack lacquer is I think it's very generous to me. It makes all my stuff look a lot better than my actual novice skill set. So into the new year, we can either do bike number 3, which we got from Dave, low mileage original, just needs a full nut and bolt resto, that's all. And bike 4, which is sitting out there. I'd like to think that all the parts should arrive for bike 4 by next week. Yeah, by next weekend.
Mm-hmm. Or we could have a break.
We could have a break. We could just do a whole stock take on that and figure out where we're at and what we're going to do. It was a long one this weekend.
So,
A very good one. Very productive. So anyway, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and have a happy Christmas if I don't see you before.
Yeah, you won't see us before. Have a nice Christmas and New Year.
All right. Bye-bye.
Christmas song.